Hello folks, it's Matt, your green tech nerd here with this top 5 video, 5 reasons why buying an electric vehicle right now might be the best choice for you. Reason number 5 is quiet. The amazing thing about electric cars is once they're running, there's no noise. There's no noise at top power when you're accelerating at full speed. There's no noise when you're going up hills, when you're just idling in your driveway, getting set to go somewhere, there's no noise. Reason number 4, performance. It's well known that electric vehicles have a lot of zip. We reviewed the e-Mini recently, and it really has a lot of get up and go for a car that's quite small and doesn't have a massive electric motor. But the reason that electric cars have so much performance is the torque and that push that you feel in the back of the seat is available from zero. So you really get zippy performance. But there's another bonus to the performance that you get in electric vehicles, which is because the batteries are mounted in the bottom of the vehicle and because the motors themselves are mounted close to the wheels, the cars are very stable in a turn. They don't tip a lot. Reason number 3, the simplicity. A normal gasoline-powered car, like my 2003 Toyota Matrix here, has thousands of moving parts, each of which require lubrication and can go wrong and can break. And anyone who's owned a car that's 15 plus years old like this one knows just how much you end up spending on repairs. This car recently has had brakes replaced and a muffler replaced, and that's what you would expect at a car of this age. But electric vehicles have very few moving parts. The motors are the main moving parts, a few pumps to circulate cooling fluid, but there's no transmission. The brakes are a very similar mechanism to the normal brakes, but actually most of the time you're not using your brakes. You're using the reverse magnetic pull of the motors on the wheels for most of your braking. But that's it. There are very few moving parts in electric vehicles. All the motors and the components that you have in the vehicle are for going forward. In a gasoline car, you have a lot of components to maintain the systems of the car. Pumps and timing belts and alternators to keep charging the battery. All of that goes away in an electric vehicle. You just have your battery, your motors, and very little else going on. Reason number 2 buying an electric vehicle might be for you right now, and that is the long-term value that you get out of an electric car. Right now, we're filming this in August 2020, there is definitely a premium for buying an electric vehicle. The Kia Soul, the Hyundai Kona, or the Mini all come with either a gasoline or electric variant, and usually the electric variant is nearly twice the price of the gasoline car. Some of that price premium gets canceled out by provincial or federal incentives, so that knocks a little bit off the purchase price. Using either public charging or your own charging at home, you're going to save at least $1,500 to $100 a year based on typical driving patterns of the average driver compared with your gasoline costs for the price of gasoline right now. Most electric vehicles now come with an 8-year warranty on the battery and up to 160,000 kilometers, give or take, depending on the manufacturer. You are going to pay upfront a premium for buying an electric vehicle, but down the road, a lot of the costs, ongoing maintenance costs of a gasoline car go away with an electric vehicle. And the number 1 reason for buying an electric vehicle is environmental. You get no pollutions, no emissions, and you get no noise. Yes, there are some toxic materials associated with the manufacture of electric vehicle batteries. Most battery manufacturers have a commitment to eliminate toxic materials or difficult to source materials like cobalt from their batteries. The second thing to say about the toxic materials in the batteries is yes, they're involved at the time of manufacture, but then that battery can last 8-10 years and even more. And even at the end of the life of the battery, most of the materials and the metals in that battery can be recycled and typically are recycled. So yes, there are some toxic elements in batteries, but the environmental reasons for choosing an electric vehicle still trump all other considerations, including just the cleaner air that we get to breathe as a result of using electric vehicles. Thanks for watching this episode of Green Tech Nerd, and head on over to greentechnerd.com for more content like this.